Is water truly the orgy of everything? Thales says it is. It's believed that water is the very foundation of everything. According to him, orgy has to explain existence, change, motion, and life.
The vast lands drawn in a map, geography and cartography, things that Anaximander, the student of Thales, contributed in early times. He was credited in designing the first published map, and is believed that he created this map for several reasons. One, being Anaximander, wanted to show a global representation of the known world to increase knowledge for himself and his peers. He was also interested with the cosmos, the origin of the world. He believed that the sun, moon, and stars were not objects, but hollow rings filled with fire, covered with thick, dark clouds. Anaximander rejected the idea of Thales that arche is water, and believed that the source of origin of everything is apeiron, which means boundless or unlimited.
Air is the arche, eternal, and the very substance from which the physical universe was formed. According to Anaximenes, air becomes other things by altering its states and structure through a process called rarefaction or condensation. Anaximenes explained how air is part of a series of changes. Fire turns to air, air to wind, wind to cloud, cloud to water, water to earth, and earth to stone.
The son of Herakon, descendant of Androclus, the weeping philosopher and mournful thinker, Heraclitus of the great Ionian dynasty believed in the universal flux, that everything is changing. The way up and the way down are one and the same, living and dead, waking and sleeping, the young and the old. They are all the same, subject to change. Heraclitus saw change as the only constant thing in the world. According to Heraclitus, fire was the most basic element, and everything originated from fire. Thus, it is fire that gave rise to all things.
Change is impossible. The idea of change is incoherent. According to Parmenides, everything that exists is permanent, ungenerated, indestructible, and unchanging. As a philosopher, Parmenides thinks only about what is, not what is not. What is not cannot be destroyed, nor cannot come into existence. Because if something comes into existence, where did it come from? And what if it's destroyed? Where does it go? The no longer and the not yet are therefore variants of what is not. And so the past and future do not exist either. Then, change is impossible.
Anaxagoras chose to interpret the world through a lens of science, observation, and logic, instead of through traditional Greek mythology. Because of this rejection, he was convicted of atheism and was exiled from Athens in 430s. Anaxagoras theorized that there are numerous, perhaps infinite, fundamental physical substances that combine in unique ways to construct this diversity we see. 1. There is no becoming and no passive realm. In other words, these fundamental substances have always existed. 2. Everything is in everything. This principle means that all of these fundamental substances are inseparable. the principle of predominance, which states that a thing's appearance is determined by whatever fundamental substances dominate the thing's makeup. Anaxagoras also gave a number of novel, scientific accounts of natural phenomena. He produced a correct explanation for eclipses, and that stars and other suns lying at such distance giving no heat. Rainbows are but reflection of the sun in the cloud, said Anaxagoras.
He was a vegetarian who believed human souls could inhabit animals' bodies and that it would be murderous and even cannibalistic to kill and eat any animal. A typical Pythagorean belief. Empedocles lived in 2,500 years ago, soon after the dawn of scientific